Uganda is a compact country, roughly the size of South Dakota. Like all of Africa, this small nation is a land of great extremes. It features a dramatic combination of mountains, rainforest, semi-desert, grassy plains, lakes, rivers, and a splendid array of flowers, plants, and trees. There is an abundance of awe-inspiring wildlife, from lions and elephants to monitor lizards and scorpions. It straddles the equator between the eastern and western branches of the Great Rift Valley, bordered by 5 countries plagued with instability and violence: Sudan, Kenya, the Congo, Tanzania, and Rwanda. It surely is surrounded by a ring of fire.
God has gifted Uganda with fertile land, amazing mountain ranges, the second largest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Victoria, and the legendary Nile River. Some might wonder if God then forgot about this place after that. When God called us to Africa in 2008, we had so much to learn about this continent that has become like home to us. Living and working among the people for 9 months has left us intrigued, perplexed, sometimes frustrated, but totally in love. As far back as history books take you, the people of Uganda have suffered war, oppressive leaders, famine, poverty, and unimaginable hardships. It is difficult to imagine a nightmare worse than the reality that has been endured by the children and families of Uganda. In the early 80s, the nation had just been relieved of the brutal control of Idi Amin, but government volatility remained the norm, and within years this relative peace was lost to a rebellion led by rogue leader Joseph Kony. What started as Kony's attempt to overthrow the national government morphed into 2 decades of terror. Over the years, the group has abducted more than 60,000 children from their homes and forced them to be the mules, foot soldiers, and sex slaves for Kony's Lord's Resistance Army. The effect has been devastating.
Very few families in northern Uganda have been spared. As we move through the villages, we find that nearly everyone has lost a relative to death or abduction. 2 million people were sent to the internally displaced persons camps, or IDP camps, by the government. For more than 20 years, these people have lived in appallingly squalid conditions. It is important to hear their stories. Those who battle for survival every day, every minute, with every waking breath. Slip into their skin for a bit. It's uncomfortable. But while you are there, you might just find that we're not all that different from one another.
The rumors of famine are true, and as prepared as we were for this reality, what we encountered was far worse than we'd imagined. The rumors of poverty are true. Still, we were stunned by the magnitude. They literally have nothing. The rumors of war, conflict, frenzied mobs, AIDS, orphans, widows, contaminated water, and raging preventable diseases are true. Even more startling to us was the irrepressible, unbroken spirit of the people. Their lives changed ours.
These are not a broken people. Every day we work alongside people who want a different life for themselves, for their families, people who want a different Africa. Africa faces many daunting challenges. Yet for those leaders who strive to make a difference in the world, there is much opportunity to bring positive change to this continent. One City is tackling the root problems. One City Ministries is introducing sustainable solutions to empower the people and communities of Africa. Through the Light Village and local community-driven development, we will see the alleviation of poverty. The 5 foundational development targets that One City's Light Village is built around are in the areas of environmental restoration and resource sustainability, economic sustainability, commitment to education, health and nutrition, and spiritual development.
There are many models for orphan care or health or education-based communities. But the Light Village is the first to bring all the different programs together, leading Uganda toward a long-term, self-sustaining model that can be effectively duplicated throughout the most destitute areas of the world. There is so much reason to hope. The work that is happening on the ground is unbelievable. One city, with your help, is making the Ugandan people heroes in their communities and agents of change in the midst of difficult circumstances. Many successes have already been recorded. Through only 9 months of our trainings, Ugandans have stepped out to improve their standard of living, from agriculture projects to renewed marriages, latrine building, and community volunteer programs. They are making a difference in their villages. They are the heroes. It would be impossible for us to close our eyes and our hearts to everything that we have learned in the past year. Our experiences have shown us an Africa both beautiful and tragic, abundant and depleted, life-giving and toxic, horrible and redemptive. We still need you. They still need you. Share their story with others. Pray for our friends in Africa. Consider ways you can enter into the stories of others. When you engage in their lives with people you have never met, you are compelled to give of your time, your resources, your leadership, your voices.
This is not a plea for charity, but an invitation to journey with us in our African families, walking alongside one another in love, making a difference, being the difference.